With all the recent tragedies that have hit our country recently, especially so close to home in the city of Orlando, it can be a challenging time for parents to try and explain what's been happening to our children. Here with some great advice and perspective is April Lott, who is a therapist and CEO of Directions for Living. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So it's interesting, your team, I know, has sent some highly qualified and ready to serve therapists down to Orlando too, right?
Yes, we have. I think with tragedy, a lot of people, kind of swarm to want to be helpful. The thing that we have to remember is that this tragedy, as it's unfolding, will go on for days, weeks, and months. And the clinicians who already live in Orlando, the emergency medical personnel, all those people are working 24, 36, 48 straight hours without sleeping. So it's really important that we are able to send people there to help, obviously giving blood here locally, but in some cases it really is we need the extra hands. And so there was a call and we said absolutely, and have sent staff to be helpful in the process.
Well, I love what your team over there does, and why we wanted to have you on, because I kind of faced it too myself. This was the first time with my young ones, 2 and 3. They're real little. They don't really know what's going on, but you'd be amazed with how much they soak in. Certainly you talk about with kids, teenagers who are older that really get the bigger picture. What is your advice for parents when sometimes it's hard to turn on, even if you turn off the TV, they're still getting it at school or from their friends? Yeah,
my first piece of advice really is don't assume that your children don't know, that they're oblivious to what's happening around them, because they really do know. Even our little ones know, because they are hearing their parents talk, they're hearing family and friends gather, they're hearing the television, even kind of like breaking news. So even if they're watching a cartoon, or watching an educational program, breaking news happens. And so I think it's important that we, don't assume they don't know, and then therefore have conversation with them, age-appropriate conversation, and don't deny the fact that it's sad for you, or that it's hard for you. Mommy's sad right now because something bad has happened, in another part of our state. And if you're watching TV, control the TV watching. Limit the TV
watching. Limit. I love that. Maybe it's still important to make sure they know and be there when they are watching it.
Be
if they
there
have
when
questions.
they are watching it. That's right.
But it's still important to limit, because I think even for adults, it can just get too much and heartbreaking. It's overwhelming.
Yes, it is overwhelming. And remember that if your children have access to computers unsupervised, or access
social media on their phones,
or they're borrowing your phone, yes. So just be cognizant that information is coming from every angle. And you really do want to control it, so you can have conversation about it, right? Meaningful conversation about it, that you allow them to express their feelings and fears and concerns, and then if depending on how close it is to you, come up with an opportunity for them to also be involved with Orlando. Writing letters that they could send, doing balloons that they can send, to the heavens, or do a meaningful, exercise, especially now that it's summer and they're not in school, but a way that they can give back and contribute and say, that we're here in unity with our community, with our Orlando family, because it is so close.
Well, and I love that, because I think so many times as parents we want to shelter our kids, and we don't want them to have to hurt as well, but sometimes that's a part of life, and they need to learn how to properly grieve.
Exactly.
And mourn.
Yes, and to embrace it, to be a part of it, but to not do it alone.
Well, as we wrap up, I wanted to let people know too, I know social media, speaking of, if there are families that are really struggling with this, I know you guys have said, listen, come to us, let us know. What's the best way for somebody to contact you guys?
Well, they can go to our webpage, they can go to our Facebook page, www.directionsforliving.org, and in our Facebook page we have posted phone numbers there for after-hours service. We will call everybody back with a licensed clinical, social worker who will connect people to resources. We're doing a blood bank, at our location as well. So if any way people want to come together with us.
April, thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you for all that your great organization does here for the Bay Area, and then for Orlando as well. So thank you so much.